Rouge police officers will face state charges for the death of Alton Sterling.
That's right. Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry is set to provide an update on the investigation of Alton Sterling's fatal shooting later this morning. It comes nearly 2 years after Sterling was shot and killed by Baton Rouge police officers while they held him to the ground. Federal prosecutors handed the case to Landry last summer after they found there wasn't enough evidence to warrant civil rights charges against the officers.
And last spring, federal investigators also concluded that the actions of the officers were reasonable. Despite the federal findings, Sterling's 5 children filed a wrongful death lawsuit last summer. They claimed that their father's shooting violated his civil rights and fits a pattern of excessive force and racism within the Baton Rouge Police Department.
As we mentioned earlier, in a couple hours, State Attorney Jeff Landry will announce whether or not he'll press charges against the 2 officers who shot and killed Alton Sterling.
And WWLTV.com reporter Danny Monteverde is in Baton Rouge getting ready for that decision later today. And Danny, tell us what we're expecting to hear and see today.
Yeah, good morning, Chief. Good morning, Leslie. Again, we're expecting to find out, what, if anything, the state officials will do in this case. As you said, the federal authorities last year, it was May 3rd of last year, they just said they would not prosecute either of the officers. Blaine Salamone, the one who fired the 6 shots at Alton Sterling, 3 in the chest, 3 in the back, and Howie Lake. So again, the federal authorities said they would not prosecute. They said they found no willful actions that violated Alton Sterling's civil rights. And so then the case moved over to Jeff Landry's office. And so today we're expecting to learn, again, just whether or not they will or will not charge these 2 officers in Alton Sterling's death.
Danny, we're getting conflicting reports. Is that decision coming down at 9:30 or 10 o'clock this morning?
Well, the press conference is set for 10 o'clock. So from my understanding, the family, Alton Sterling's family, will meet with the AG's office at 9 o'clock at their office here in Baton Rouge near the Capitol. But again, it's supposed to be 10 o'clock is when they'll address the media to let us know what decision was reached in this investigation.
And Danny, of course, this incident happened in 2016. There are several Baton Rouge elected officials who have called for Landry to make a decision sooner. Is it odd that this decision took so long?
It really depends on who you ask. There are some people who have said, including the mayor up here, who said, this is taking a long time. But Landry actually told our partners at the Advocate, he said, this is an investigation you don't want to rush. This is one you want to take your time on, kind of, dot your I's and cross your T's and make sure everything is done the right way. Basically just saying that, again, you don't want to rush this. You want to make sure you're making the right call because it is such an important and sensitive topic. So his position has always been that, yeah, it's taken a while, but it's not just for the sake of, taking our time. It's the sake of getting it right and coming to the right conclusion. Yeah,
it is a very important decision. I'm sure it's been a long wait for his family. Thank you very much, Danny.
You got it.
And guys, we'll bring you that decision live on WWLTV.com, as well as updates on our social media pages. And Kristen Pierce is also in Baton Rouge, so we'll have live team coverage.